What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm going to show you how I made this fresh Polish sausage. I'll show you the techniques and how to get this done. Stay tuned. In order to make our Polish sausage, we first have to start processing a bone-in pork butt. If you can find boneless, go for that. But a pork butt is a great piece of meat for making sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and glove up real quick. I'm gonna show you the pork butt. All I did was take it out of the package and started patting it dry with a little paper towel. Because we do have a bone-in pork butt. Gives you about 80% lean, 20% fat. Right here, you can see the bone right there. We're gonna work our knife all around that. Actually, I'm gonna show you kind of how to work along the bone. Just go in with your knife nice and sharp, right? And work it off the bone. We're gonna be cutting this up into like inch pieces, so it does not need to look pretty by any means. Get that big piece over here for now. Try not to hit the bone too much because that'll dull up your knife, but it is inevitable. You're gonna hit the bone while you're cutting this. All right, there you go. This bone is clean enough for my liking. And you could save this for soups, save this for stocks, smoke it off, do whatever you want with it. So put this off to the side. We're gonna cut these up, try and get any of the sinew that was close to the bone. Like this one has a lot of sinew on there, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. But yeah, just go ahead, cut your pieces up into about inch pieces, and we will get these into a bowl and cooled off to process in the meat grinder. So I'm going to throw this into the fridge right now to cool down for about a half hour, and then we will get ready to process it through the meat grinder. All right, to make up our seasoning for our Polish sausage, I like to take out my mortar and pestle. I'm going to take 6 cloves of garlic, which is about 30 grams, throw that on in there, and I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon in there right now and use that to really pulverize this garlic in here. So here I have 1 cup of ice cold water. I've come to find that if you're using fresh ingredients in sausage, if you could disperse it in the liquid that you will be adding to the meat, it seems to disperse itself better. So I don't know, maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't, but that's a little trick I've discovered. So I'm just gonna take a little spatula, get this out of here, put it right into the water. And then in order to clean this mortar and pestle, I do not ever use soap on it. I will just clean it out with some water. All right, I'm gonna plug her on in and we are gonna get started. Unfortunately, I ran out of gloves. So I'm just gonna have to do this bare hand, which no big deal. I'm just gonna wash my hands afterwards, but I usually like wearing gloves. All right, there we go. I was going to stop and switch out, but I wanted to see how much of a meat mountain we could make. We did a good job. Since we are making 5 pounds of Polish sausage, and I am doing a mixture this time, I'm doing 3 pounds ground pork, 2 pounds ground chuck. I am going to, so I have a 1.5 pounds in the bowl already of the single grind, and now I'm going to double grind a 1.5 pounds. So that will end up being 1.5 grinds. And there we have it. There's 3 pounds of 1.5 grinds pork butt. That'll be perfect for our Polish sausage. There were some technical difficulties with audio and video during this time, so John the editor here just wants to jump on and explain that there's a total of 5 pounds of ground meat here, 2 pounds of ground chuck, and 3 pounds of ground pork butt. Next, we're going to go in with The remainder of the 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, remember I used it to pulverize the garlic in the mortar and pestle. 1 tablespoon of dried marjoram, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon fine black pepper. That is our mixture. This is the 1 cup of ice cold water, and this is where I put the pulverized garlic in. So now I'm gonna go ahead and throw that all in here, and we are gonna mix it around until it becomes tacky. Now, this is a fresh Polish. If I wasn't vacuum sealing it and freezing it right away, you would put in some sort of preservative like pink salt. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. This time around, I am not doing that. So we have 3 pounds 80-20 pork, 2 pounds beef chuck, which gets you 80-20. We have 6 cloves of garlic, which is about 30 grams, fresh garlic. Then we have 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon ground pepper, 1 tablespoon dried marjoram, and optional to have 1 teaspoon of pink salt or Prague powder. So we are just gonna go ahead and fold this up. I just keep rotating and folding it like I'm kneading bread almost. Probably do this for about 5 minutes until everything starts tacking up. If I grab a clump and it kind of holds onto my hand still, that's where we're pretty good. You can knead it a little bit more if you want. I'll probably just end up doing 1 or 2 more shapings just to get it into a nice cohesive ball type. Just go around 1 more time. And this feels very good to me. So just gonna dome it, wrap it in plastic wrap, and throw it in my fridge downstairs, and we'll revisit this tomorrow. All right, 24 hours later, we have our Polish sausage rested. The flavors have melded together. So now we're gonna get our stuffer assembled. This is just a 5-pound stuffer. You can do 5 pounds at a time. So get this assembled up, and we're gonna load up the 5 pounds of Polish sausage right into the hopper here. Again, wish I had some gloves, but hey, no big deal. The show must go on. All right, all we're gonna do is get the hopper right on, start squeezing the air out. And now usually I do this right-handed, so we're gonna see how this works. But I'm gonna start getting a little bit of that sausage coming out of the tube here because it's easier to put the casings on. Come on now. It's gonna get there. Oop, there we go. All right. So this is just natural hog casings. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide them on here. You know what? I got just water in here. Sometimes just a little bit of water on there helps it slide out. These have already been rinsed out. If you ever buy casings, sometimes they're salt packed. And all you have to do is rinse them out with some water. But these have already been pre-rinsed. So I'm just gonna slide them on in here. I'm gonna grab my kitchen shears and snip it right there. Save the rest of these casings for something else. More sausage, because you don't really use casings for anything else. All right, do just a quick overhand knot, tie her up. And these casings are pretty strong generally. Don't want to get too much air in there, but so once the knot's there, just go ahead and back it all the way to the meat. And we're gonna start. You know what, actually I'm going to give a quick. I got my sink filled with my disinfectant solution. I am going to take just some water and spray the surface, because as it's coming out, sometimes it's like if you have a stainless steel, this isn't stainless steel obviously, but that'll slide around nicely. This butcher block has a little bit of friction to it, so more water you can get on there, the better. All right, we're gonna give it a shot. Try and not get too many air bubbles in there, and blowouts are gonna happen. You just gotta roll with the punches. Success, we're at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna back it off a little bit. Go ahead and pull this out. Do that whole snip. And I'm not gonna tie it just yet until after we get it kind of arranged. I decided I am gonna show you guys how I link up some of them. This is my roll back over here, but if I were to link them up, since I didn't make it too tight, I usually go thumb the side of my hand, and that's kind of where I figure them out. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch those 2 areas. Go 1, 2, 3, roll towards you. Well, yeah, that's a simple way to link them up. And here we have it, folks. We got 5 fresh Polish links and probably about 3 pounds of a roll of fresh Polish sausage. All I want to do with this now is, leave it in the fridge for a little while longer. Let this casing tack up a little more, or dry out, I guess. Then I'm going to nip the links into 5 individual links, throw them in a vacuum sealer, and throw them in the freezer. Go ahead, give this a shot. Let me know what you think, and there will be plenty more sausage videos coming up. Thanks for coming by, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Just remember, you're only making food out of ingredients until you sit down and share them with someone you love. Then it's a meal. All right, thanks for coming by, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time.